Hello, it's Oren Prunken, and today I want to talk to you about common marketing propaganda. What a title. So the context behind this is I'm kind of in a bit of a bubble with the stuff that I do, and I'm pretty used to knowing and doing stuff that works. And I wanted to go back to being almost a beginner and forgetting everything and, starting again. So what I decided to do was just go to the Google and type in a bunch of terms around marketing. How do I market? What is marketing? And so on, and see what some of the common search results were on the very first page, so the first page of Google, and then go through each of those links and then scan them and summarize what everyone out there is saying. And of course, if they're in the first page results of Google thinks they know what they're talking about. So what I discovered was there were three common things that most people that are talking about marketing have put out there. And the three things are, first is have a marketing message. That kind of makes sense. Second one is create some content. And then the third one is, and I've kind of summarized all of these into one category, but they just basically list all of these marketing communication channels, PR, ads, search engine optimization, social media, and I've lumped all of them in together. So they're the three categories that all of these search results are saying that you should do. So if you want to go and learn how to market or market your business more successfully, you need to have these three things. And they're the three things that pop up. Now, I don't disagree with those three things, but the problem with those three things are, especially if you're a beginner or you're struggling with getting your message out and marketing, is that it's like having a puzzle that has no front cover of the box. You've got all of these puzzle pieces that are tipped over on a table, some of them upside down, some of them the right way up, but then none of them actually fit together. And the purpose of a puzzle is to know where you're going, what the end result is going to look like, what that cover of the box is eventually going to look like, because you are going to try and match all those pieces to get this end result. So it's very much like this. All of this advice is very, very similar. You've got all these puzzle pieces, content, all of these different channels, marketing messages, but you don't know where you're actually going with all of these things. It's like there is no strategy to it. No one is actually talking about any of that. So they're all great by themselves, but you can't put them all together. It would be very, very difficult to put them all together to try to make something that's coherent and actually works and is effective. So here's the crash course of what you should be doing and what I would love to see in the top 10 results of the Google search engines. I would love people to talk about what marketing is, and I'll give you a very, very quick definition. Marketing is creating perceived value and awareness that goes into creating a lead. That's why we do marketing, is to generate a lead. If you're not generating leads, you are not doing marketing correctly. So what and why marketing is important is missed from all of this advice. And then the how, yes, there's a very specific how, but it needs a more strategic how to go about doing these things. It needs the puzzle box, and the crash course for the puzzle box is really simple. It's working out who your customers are, who your ideal prospects and ideal dream customers are, where they are, where they're hanging out and congregating, and who has access to them, such as gatekeepers. I'm not going to go into the detail of this, but all of these different cohorts have certain gatekeepers that allow people to access them. And once you know who those gatekeepers are, how do you go about adding value to them? So then the final step is you can ask reciprocal favors from them. How can you add value first before asking reciprocal favors? That's it. That is marketing in a nutshell. That is the box to the cover. Who is your customer? Where are they? And or who has them? How can you add value to those people that have them and where they're at? And then ask for reciprocal value. That's where your content and your marketing message come in, all to create a lead and some perceived value about what you're offering. That is it. So hopefully this gives you a bit of insight into how I think marketing should look for a foundation and for beginners if you were to type something into Google and get the crash course of how you should go about your marketing. Hope this is useful to you. I'd love you to go try all this stuff out and then hit me back and let me know how you go with it all, because I'm very interested. And until we talk next time, I hope you have a fantastic day, and goodbye.
Thanks for listening, and if you like what was on here and want more, please go to orenprunken.com.